special place that you go home, that you go home. I know I can take you to a special place.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Mariah, aka Gambeaux, and today I'm here to shoot my first YouTube video. What? Okay. 2020, the world is a disaster and it's not gonna stop me. So today I'm gonna do a cheetah print eye makeup look that I have done before. I'm not a professional makeup artist, but I have done it on social media like Instagram before and seen it from other makeup artists and was like, oh, that's really cool. And I've done it on my story on Instagram before, and people have DM'd me like, how do you do that? I thought it was a filter. So I thought this was a good place to start. I don't use a lot of brand heavy products or like expensive products, so this definitely should be affordable for people with student loans like me to pay. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and we'll skip to the fast forward, and I'll have a voiceover telling you what I do, how I do, and what I use. And I will see you at the end all glammed up without this wig cap staring you in the face. Alright, peace.
Alright y'all, so here we go. I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro Concealer and my angled brow brush, and I'm going to put a little bit of that concealer onto the brow brush, just literally just a tiny bit, just to spread it underneath my brows to clean it up. This is a typical makeup thing. I feel like a lot of people do it, so I'm definitely not doing anything new here. And the shade that I'm using for myself is GC972, and it says natural. And the reason I'm using this concealer in particular is just I've seen other low budget makeup tutorials on YouTube, and people generally say that this one is a good drugstore one, or if you're in Target or something. Definitely goes on easy, goes on smooth, and I like it. I do want to get another concealer color that's more yellow undertone-ish, because my skin does have a yellow undertone to it, and this is more kind of like a white color to it. There we go. And we're blending that in. Blend, blend, blend to your heart's desire. And now I'm gonna go over the top of the brow. Actually, also so sorry, my camera angle has cut out a lot of you guys being able to see what's going on the side of me and also below me. So I'm gonna put all of the products that I use in the description box, even some of the ones where I'm not sure exactly where you can get it from. I'll still put the names down there. So sorry, this is my first video, so it was kind of hard to get the angle right and then to know exactly where I was going to go in the video and how much it was going to capture. So definitely next video is going to be a lot better. So yes, blend, blend, blend. Yep, and there you have it. It's a nicely blended brow, nicely outlined brow, which we are going to start to cover up as we put more makeup on our face. Okay, so now we are starting with foundation. Shout out to my girl Riri. Love Rihanna. This is the Fenty Beauty Foundation in the color 380. I'm using my beauty blender, the bottom of it, to blend this in. And I do make my beauty blender a little bit damp because it helps even out the foundation as you spread it across your face. Put that on the bottom, and you're just going to tap it across your face. Tap, 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 tap. I tap lightly, especially around my brows, because I fill my brows in, which I did do before this video off camera, because I ain't got no brows. A lot of people are blessed with hair on their eyebrows, and I don't have a lot. So my eyebrows tend to fade off easily or can be wiped off easily. So just being very careful around that area. You're going to go ahead and put foundation all over your face, from ear to ear, from top to bottom. One thing that I've learned also from other makeup artists that I've learned is to, especially if you're a Russian girl, you gotta get to the club before 11 or you gotta pay that $20 cover fee, is putting it on my hand so that I can just dip with I'm right-handed, so dip with my right, and it's already on my left hand ready to go. Now, I do love this foundation because it's very mattifying. I feel like I don't get too much of shine on it. The only thing I would say is I probably would have to go in the store once the COVID quarantine is over and try to see if I can get matched to maybe a better shade for this season, it being the summer in June right now. My skin is a little bit darker, and the shade is a little lighter than I am in this season, but I love it for sure, and I definitely want to keep this as a color that I use in the future in other seasons. And this is me attempting again to show you the product, but I will put it in the description box. Alright, so you're going to take your concealer again, and you're going to highlight your contour areas. So where you want to start at is underneath your eyes. If you want more of a higher cheekbone look, then you can definitely use more. But this foundation actually spreads, this concealer spreads quite a lot on my face, and as you see, it is a very bright color to my skin, so I definitely don't try to use too much, as I put too much by my nose. I try to clean that up for sure. And you want to put some on the top of your head. You're going to put it on the bridge of your nose, down like a straight line, and you're going to put it underneath your nose. The thing that I have learned from watching other people's tutorials is when you're doing it under your nose, you don't want to go past your nostrils on both sides. So you do not want to have a mustache, a full grown man mustache of concealer. That's going to be hard to blend, and it's going to make you look like a ghost. Underneath your chin, you're going to put it down there as well. And then you're going to do those cheekbones. Snatch them, sis. Snatch them. Cheekbones on either side. One new thing that I have seen on some Instagram tutorials is putting it just on the tips of the side of your mouth. And it was my first time trying concealer right there, and I actually kind of liked it. It kind of enhanced the highlighted look.
We're going to take the tip of our beauty blender this time, not the bottom, and blend it out underneath your eyes and all around. Put primer on prior to recording the video. I used Smashbox, their Blur primer, which I will note as well down in the description. Alright, so you're going to blend that in all around your face, and we will be back for the other parts of the contour. See you soon.
Alright, so bow bow bow, boo boo boo. We back with contouring part 2. We are going to take our stippling brush. This is a Real Techniques brush. You can get it at Ulta, Sephora, Target. And I have been taking that in and just blending my very first contour with the concealer, blending that around on my face. There's nothing but concealer and foundation on my face, and I go and I blend that together. I have seen that on tutorials on how to not create flashback when you're putting on setting powder as well. So I'm going and blending those together, making those look more cohesive. And so this is the Fenty Beauty Contouring Stick. The color is Espresso. I'm trying to show you the bottom. Not working, but I will note it down below. And we also have Maybelline's Fit Me Setting Powder. That one is in the color 20 or light medium. And we're going to take our beauty blender and pat a little bit down in the powder and spread that around all of the areas that you put the concealer and highlighted in the step before. That setting powder just goes right on top of those contoured areas, and you let that sit for about 2 to 3 minutes. I let mine sit. You're gonna put that on there, and yes, you are gonna look like the Saw Clown for a couple minutes. Alright, so now we're taking our concealer stick in the dark shade, and you're going to line up the bridge of your nose. This is going to help your nose look longer, more sculpted, although my nose is basically like just a little ball sitting on my nose, so there's nothing I can do to erase that fact, and I like it. And now that I'm watching this video, I do try to line up my jawline as well, but I don't think I was able to see that I didn't fully line it up. Now that I'm watching it on video, I do see that. Yep, after you have let it sit for about 2 minutes, you're going to take your stippling brush and you are going to blend just the powder in for right now. You are going to blend in the darker colored spots, but the brush is primarily for the powder right now. Alright, so I'm grabbing another brush, kind of with like a rounded brush head, and I'm taking that to my nose, and I'm blending the darker colored contour spots on my nose with that brush. Because when you do it with the stippling brush, it kind of just blends all the colors together, and it doesn't really look like a defined contour. I am going ahead and also taking the stippling brush and blending in the sides of my nose into the highlighted corners of my eyes, because I know that concealer and setting powder have been sitting there, and the darker colors can face with a combination of that smaller rounded brush and also the stippling brush. Mostly the stippling brush I use for my cheekbones and blending those in. But for the smaller brush I use for more detailed contour, such as my nose.
I take a little bit of concealer and I pat that on my eyelids just as a base color, especially if you don't have eyeshadow primer.
Alright, so now we are starting our eyeshadow. You're going to take the blending side of any brush that you have that is meant for eyeshadow, and we are using the Revolution palette in Reloaded. And I realized that you can't see what color I'm telling you to start out with. I'm starting out with a dark brown color, like a chocolate color. Okay, you can see it here. Starting out with that for the crease of my eyelids. And I'm blending that around, and once I get it to a blending that I like, I'm going in with another color. It's kind of like a burnt orange color. Think of like fall leaves, since you may not be able to see what color I mean. You can see it showing up here. I'm gonna take Milani's palette. This palette goes by the name of Gilded Rouge, and I go ahead and use the color Carrot. It is a nice, shiny gold color, and I love gold eyeshadow. And I'm putting that in the creases of my eyes and on the fat part of my eyelid. So it's basically like the star of the show for this look. And I'm going back in with a different brush and a different color again. This color is...
For this color I use Overbaked. It's a reddish color, and I'm putting that on the opposite side of the same eyelid at the bottom, right underneath that brown crease that we did before.
Or you can keep gold on the whole bottom of the eyelid and keep that gold theme going.
And I'm going back in with the gold color, blending that all together. Just trying to get all those four colors to just look like a sea of safari sexiness. And going back up at the top of my brow, right underneath my brow, and putting that same carrot gold color.
Now I take my concealer and also that angled brush that we used in the very beginning. I'm putting a straight line of concealer by my eyeshadow just to clean that up, just like I would clean my brows up. I'm gonna blend that in so that it looks like it wasn't even there. Like I did such a perfect job on my eyeshadow, you couldn't even tell.
I'm gonna go ahead and do my other eye off camera, and I will come back with both eyeshadows done.
Yes, now, so for my favorite part, drawing in with one of my favorite makeup products, it is the NYX or NYX, not sure how you say it, Epic Ink Liner. It's a felt tip pen. My favorite. It just glides on. You can just draw anything. You could draw a Picasso picture on your eyelids with this eyeliner. I have been using it for so many years, a very long time. So, how I start this Cheetah print look, I go and take the liner and I'm starting up the C shape on my eyelids. It does not have to be perfect. It does not have to be super lined up because that's not how animal spots are. So you want to go ahead and make like kind of like a C shape, a half circle shape, and kind of put some bumps along it. I know it's kind of hard to see exactly what I'm doing because my camera's not in HD, especially when I get close. And I will definitely try to do another one of these videos where it's easier and it's a better angle for you to see me actually drawing these on. But from what you can see, you want to make little circle shapes. And then on the other side of the circle shape, I'd make a little like a dot, but like a lumpy dot, not a perfect circle, kind of like an oval dot. You want to kind of make it curvy and bumpy a little bit because their spots kind of have an imperfect shape to them. I want to embody that, and when I do cheetah print, I like them to be a little spaced apart but not too far away from each other, because then you would have to make your lines thicker. So at the thickness that I'm making my lines here, you can see how far they are in relation to each other. And I use those little baby oval shapes in kind of puzzle piece them in to the C half circle looking shapes, so that it's kind of like not it's not uniform and it's not the same across my eyelid. So if you can see here that I'm kind of making the shapes, each shape is like a snowflake, it's just a little bit different. And when I'm making these cheetah print looks, because I do put a cat eye on it at the end, I try to make the direction that I'm drawing the shapes go inwards toward the crease of my eye by my nose. So it in itself has kind of a cat eye shape. And now I'm just going in and making a cat eye. However you do your cat eye, go ahead and do that. If you don't necessarily know how to do a cat eye, what I'm doing here is starting literally in the middle of my eye. And I go in both directions across my eye. And I can do another eyeliner tutorial. If you would like that, let me know in the comments. So what I'm doing for this look is also doing a little bit underneath my eye as well. So the line that's from my cat eye, part of the eyeliner, I'm going back and tracing underneath my eye in the same direction from that way. And I'm going to go ahead and do my other eye off camera, and I'll be back to show you what both of them look like. Okay, yay! So both sides are done. I did go ahead off camera and I put a little white eyeliner on some of the C's, just like a little boop on, you know, some of them. Literally does not have to look that great. And I'm going ahead and putting this Tarte blush on my cheeks. It is called Paaarty with 3 A's, so Paaarty. And going ahead and smiling so that that gets right on my cheekbones where I want it to be. Okay, so now I'm also taking a highlighter. Time for the highlight. I got this highlighter from Primark, and it was honestly a couple years ago. That is a guilty secret of mine, because I know you're not supposed to use makeup for that long. But I just love this highlighter. So pigmented, and it's really just glitter. I got this from a Primark in Philadelphia. I don't know if you can find it, but I will put it in the description box below. And I would like to know if you are using a cheaper highlighter where it's like loose powder and the glitter like starts to get everywhere, like this one does with me. I only put a little bit at a time on the brush for one. I try not to overcrowd the brush with a whole bunch of highlighter at first, because it can just get all over the rest of my face and mess up the look. And I put some on my nose as well, make that all shiny so I can look like a little elf. It's great, I love it. And put a little bit on the very top of my lip line. I'm gonna go over it with liner and lip gloss as well, which let me know if you would like a video of liner and lip gloss tutorial as well in the comments. And I'm going to apply my lashes off camera because they are a mother beep to put on. But one good thing about these lashes is I got them from Amazon. I will put the link in the description below, because they were like $9 for like 7 pairs. Amazing. So if you would like that, please look in the description below, and I will come back with lashes and lip gloss.
Okay, y'all, so this is the final look. You can see the cheetah print on here. I went ahead and I did a little look for this whole makeup look, because why not? We're in quarantine, ain't got shit better to do. Okay, so yeah, hope you like it. This is my very first ever makeup video, so go ahead, like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you think, give me other suggestions on what to look up and do, or if I know how to do it, I will do it. And I wish everybody the best. This is Mariah, this is Gambeaux, this is me signing out, and I will see you next time.